Hi, Roger here from Badgerchi Barn. Well, yesterday was a really interesting day. Our bees swarmed, not for the first time it has to be said, but for the first time they were actually in a position where we could collect them. Anyway, this video is all about our efforts to do that for the first time and learning as we were going. It was nerve-wracking to start with, but actually the bees were incredibly docile. So we were woefully unprepared for this happening, and we had to move at speed. So we actually missed videoing the swarm in its initial stage. We'd already moved part of the swarm over into the new hive with the queen. We're going to jump into the middle of things just as we've moved them, but we'll show you the swarm that was still left and everything that we did.
Found a swarm in the tree, and Roger and I have just transferred it.
So let's go back here. Haven't got them all.
But we don't think we've got the queen, and that's the one that matters.
Watch out.
So we think we've got the queen because the majority of the bees are staying in this old hive, which is where we dumped her. Roger's just putting on a mouse guard so that they can come and go. Hopefully she can't get out. If she gets out, they're all going to go with her again and we'll have lost the swarm. Time will tell. However, we still have this lot on the tree. Now I'm hoping they just haven't realised she's gone and they're going to follow across, because there'll be a lot of those little blighters still looking for their queen bee. What's going on there?
So here we are the next morning and we still have bees. Well, that's a great result for us. So what was going on there is some of the bees were clumping up underneath. So it's not a solid bottom on that. In fact, on most hives, certainly the ones that I have used, there is it's like a drawer, it's just a sheet. It's to help to detect whether you've got mite problems, in the colony or not. Anyway, in the hive that they've come from, that was always installed, and this one, it's just a grid, just to prevent the bees coming out. So I think they were still clustering around the queen, so the majority were inside the hive and the remainder were providing heat from underneath to insulate the queen as they're protecting her, because she obviously lays all of the eggs and is the only one of them that is able to do that, and therefore ensure the survival of the colony. Anyway, they appear to be doing really well. You'll also notice that we changed the lid, which in the last 3 years just really suffered in the weather, and it was completely disintegrated, so we swapped that out as well. Yeah, so we'll leave them alone now for a week and then go and inspect and see how they're getting on and decide what to do next.